Hey everyone, it's Theo. And yes, I'm actually going to try Emerald City on Ruthless difficulty. When I saw this map on my list as just a map I needed to get to, I was like, man, I really don't want to do this map. But Waterby posted a video of them doing it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I actually can do this. So all credit goes to Waterby for giving me confidence and for showing me the way. I will link their video in the doobly-doo, but just know that this video doesn't happen without their video. So I really appreciate all of their work and just giving me the confidence that I can do this. And you can too. Maybe. We'll find out. Let's get started. Alright, so this map is quite large, so we'll be using the forges at each one of the areas to swap out our heroes. So we'll be building stuff at each area, then go to the next. So we're going to go ahead and grab all of these chests, and grab that one hidden in the water. And then we're going to go ahead and build our aura stack. An ensnare and a strength drain right on top of that cart. Swap our heroes, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our hermit. We're going to build these seed bombs kind of right within there, and they're going to be pointing in these directions. There, that's our fourth, and that's our fifth. So there's 5 seed bombs, and that is it. And we're going to go ahead and put a 4DU buff beam on this one. And now we're going to go to the other crystal and go ahead and build over there. So we'll race down here, we'll grab this chest, come up here and grab another chest. And we're going to build a physical beam right here. And that is just a 3DU physical beam, and we're going to place the buff beam on that. And it's a 4DU buff beam right there. We'll go ahead and swap over to our initiate. We're going to build our ensnare and strength drain auras. Just right on top of the buff beam, that's fine. Go ahead and bring in our hermit. And we're going to build some seed bomb towers here. So we're going to have one facing at the crystal. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 facing that way, and 5 facing in that direction so it can hit the things coming from the south. We'll race all the way over here. We're going to place a forest golem right here. And then we're going to go ahead and swap over to our initiate one more time. We'll build our strength drain and ensnare aura. And then we're going to come back here and swap over to our series EV. We're going to hit this lamp that brings us up here, and we're going to place a 4DU buff beam right here on the corner. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and swap out of that and bring in our adept. Now you'll notice my adept is wearing something I've never worn in a video, and that is a dice pet. This is not a good dice pet, but alright, anyway, so we're just putting we're just putting lightning towers here, so that's 4 lightning towers, and I've run out of mana. So I'm going to bring my tower boost monk. He's going to face this direction and shoot over here, and as soon as I have some mana, I'm going to start tower boosting. Then I'm going to jump down here and start getting mana with my dice. And then I'll go ahead and build the rest of the LTs, and then what I'm going to do is race down here, to the watery area and start upgrading the buff beam. You kind of have to do this. You really do need to get all of these things upgraded, at least down here as soon as you can. So I'll come down here, I'm going to upgrade the buff beam to 3 stars. I'm going to run around here, let my dice give me some more mana, and then I'm going to race over to the other towers and upgrade. Yep, come down here. Now I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. And now I'm going to go jump back down over here. See if I can get some more mana, so I can at least upgrade. At least I want to get that other buff beam at least to 3 stars. Now the dice pet I do have is Chiku's item. It is, this is no better than like an ultimate dice, so don't think I'm dealing with anything massive here. This is a low level dice, and I didn't have any other dices to use, But I did find that I kind of needed to have a dice so that I could build and upgrade during that first wave. I used to just drop my mana from my Tower Boost Monk, and doing it that way just didn't seem to work very well for me. And so I'm bringing in a Jester with a Monk Guardian. Now I've tried this a lot of different ways, and I have found having the Monk Guardian handle, be over here with these LTs, dramatically changes how the wave feels. So I've tried it without, I was like, I'm just gonna upgrade, so I'll have like a genie with my Jester. It was just not a good experience. So I have found that having my Jester here with just the Monk Guardian helps those LTs reach all parts of the map. So that's my that's what I've learned. Monk Guardian by your LTs on this map just feels very, very comfortable. And we're not going to do any other upgrading whatsoever. We did upgrade all of our buff beams to at least 3 stars. That's the goal. And you can see, we're going to see how good I actually do roll. I typically don't like to have to use a Jester. I don't like to wheel in order for maps to be done, or to maps to be achievable. But I kind of get it. So, but I'm not asking you to do 3 Jesters, just a single Jester. And so what we'll do is, once I get to around 100 mobs, I'm gonna roll 3 swords, which would be damage all. And then when we get near the end, we'll start the roll, and we'll do 2 swords and a crystal, which will, yeah, well that didn't work, right? But near the end, we'll do 2 swords and a crystal, and what that does is, there was a recent change to Jesters, and if you roll that, the original roll for that was, you would kill a percentage of mobs on there. The new, when they updated those rolls, it's a percentage, but if there's less than 10 enemies, it'll kill all 10. So it's 10% or at least 10 enemies is the way that roll works. So in order to speed up your waves, as you're just waiting for these last few flyers to reach, you do that. And you can see there, as soon as I hit that, it just ends the wave because they all die. So Waterbee did that. I'm stealing it from them. I know a lot of other people probably do that as well. I'm just not that good of a player to know these things. So we're going to see, my Tower Boost Monk's up here, and I'm just really using my Tower Boost Monk to drop me mana so that my Jester can roll, because I'm not going to be doing any more upgrading, really. I say that, but I probably will. Alright, let's see this roll goes. Sword. Oh, there we go. So that's my goal. I roll it once, and then I'll be able to roll it near the end of the wave. So we only have a few more waves to go. And I'm going to be honest, this doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. It feels pretty chill, which is what I definitely want in a wave, or in any run. I like chill. I don't like scuffed. And I know I'm saying the word scuffed as a 47-year-old. But yeah, I don't like those kind of things. So we're getting close, and we can see that, yeah, my auras definitely need to be repaired. Or upgraded, one of the two. But I'm going to go ahead and start this roll and have it just ready to go. So as soon as I see that my mob count gets under 10, I hit the crystal, and then we just end the wave. So I'm going to quickly run down here and see if I can just do some quick upgrades, and just to, as opposed to just, repairing. So we're good there. I'm going to run back. I'm going to run back to my spot and go ahead and do some rolls again. But first I needed some mana. And I'll get my roll in here. There we go. I've missed a single roll in this video. I'm not too upset about that. So we will be bringing in, after this wave, we're going to get rid of the Jester, and we're going to bring in 3 apprentices, because the reason we're doing this map is because we want that Emerald Staff. It's a great builder weapon for your apprentice, or it's like the best DPS apprentice staff in the game. So that is why we're running this map. So in general, that last wave will take longer because A, you don't have a Jester out there that can roll, and you also have your 4 heroes out there, which is going to increase the mob count and their HP. But we're getting there. We get less than 100 mobs, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in my people. Yep. Alright, we're getting close to almost 10 mobs left, so I'll be getting my roll started here. Now, jeez, whatever. Alright, there's one guy left. Where's this dude? Alright, he's gone. Alright, let me go ahead and swap out of here. Out of the way, Goblin. Alright, so the heroes I'm bringing in, I'll talk about them as soon as we get started. I did bring in my Builder Apprentice. That gives my my towers that nice 33% boost. And my other apprentice has a Monk Guardian on them. And then my other apprentice has a cat. So, as you see, my player 1 hero, the guy I'm running around, he is going to be doing all of the shooting. He's going to do some DPSing. I might even do some upgrading while I have a chance. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? I might. Just can't help myself. But he's going to be the main boss killer. The seed bombs will help with the boss, but he's going to help too. So I'm just trying to help speed up the wave. You do not have to DPS if you don't want to. I'm doing it because why not? So we have our tower boost monk going, and we have our 2 apprentices. Well, our main apprentice DPSing, our builder apprentice, and then I have the other apprentice with just a guardian pet. So we're gonna just hang out here. We're gonna do what we need to do. I'm gonna go ahead and just upgrade. Spend some time upgrading these seed bombs since they are gonna be, shooting at the boss. Figure why not, right? And just take care of these slow-moving wyverns over here. And then as we get near the end of the wave, we'll move our tower boost monk over to the seed bombs. And I'm realizing that we're getting close to the end, and I'm out of mana. So I need to run around and get some mana real quick so that I can activate my my AB1. And my tower boost is out, which is fine because I need to go ahead and move my tower boost monk anyway. I didn't really fill all the way up, but that should be enough. So let me get my tower boost monk over here. We're going to hide behind this physical beam. I go in first person just so I can easily see what I'm shooting at. And then we'll get started. Alright. And then I will tower boost and hero boost with my tower boost monk. And then I'm going to try to shoot. I'm going to go ahead and shoot this desert golem. Desert genie. Wait, are they? Yeah, desert genie. Or desert cupid. Whatever this boss is. Now this physical beam, basically just keeps him out there, and you won't get hit if you get too close to the physical beam. So just hang back just a little bit and shoot him. And that is it. I used to actually bring my other apprentice over here, but I had that apprentice would have a Hunter's Guardian. And I found just having my apprentice with the Monk Guardian stay over by the towers just make things so much more comfortable during this boss fight. So let's go ahead and see what we got for our winnings. Do we have our ++? We don't. But this is to be honest, this run did not feel very difficult at all. And I know that I have some okay stats, but I definitely think this run can be done with, 6K, 7K stats. We see that we look at my total times, about less than 14 minutes, combat times only 10 minutes. That's not bad for Ruthless. I feel pretty comfortable and pretty good about that. But I'm going to be honest with you, in future videos, it does make more sense to just run this on survival. It seems to be faster, and you don't have a boss to fight. So, that is it for this video. I appreciate everyone for watching. Thank you, WaterB, for all that you did in making your video. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching, and happy farming.